So in this video, guys, we want to talk about a route combination concept that we want to go against people that heavily blitz in cover 3, where they kind of roam the middle of the field with one player. So if you look at the Buck Slant Show 2 or something like the Overload 3 seam, you know, if you go any type of 4-3 type of situations or over and unders where they've got like the Will Blitz 3 or any type of fire zones, those are the type of blitzes I'm talking about where they kind of want to overload one side with 2 players. And you can see that that leaves them by themselves with just a 3 rec in the middle of the field, and they've got, you know, the cloud flats, seam flats, or hard flats on the outside. We're going to show you the Buck Slant Show 2, and we're going to go with verticals as the method of being able to do it. But a specific type of formation verticals, okay? The gun trips tight end flex is going to be the first example I'm going to show you. And the second example I'll show you is one that we've already showed you as far as the formation that you can use this as well. So here's verticals. And what you want to do is see how the tight end is flexed out. We want him to do that because we want him to have a free release, and we want him to get up the field as quickly as possible on the streak route. We're going to block our running back for extra protection. The only other thing we're going to do is we're going to take this B, and we're going to put him on some type of quick-hitting slant route, okay? That way, a user is coming at you. You're going to kind of hold them there with that player. So all I'm going to do here is kind of set this up to where a baseline press, kind of like that. And what I'm going to do is literally just get this to where we're going to throw it to this wide receiver as soon as he clears that first layer of player, right? So that player is going to come down. You're going to see here, he comes over here. I like to low ball pass this ball to that player. I mean, that time I went a little bit too far with my throw. But what you're going to see here, I'll do it again, is that, and let me just press these guys so you can see that, you know, this is the type of the way. I'm not going to do hard flats. I'll do cloud flats. And what you see again is all you're going to do is put the A on a streak, do the B on a slant, make sure the X is already fading, and then do the Y. Here he comes. Low ball passes to that player, and you're going to have a really nice opportunity to get easy catch. Now, you don't technically have to low ball it, but I do feel that that is the quickest way to get it to that player to get down, just to be safe with it. Now, it can work pretty much on the left side, right side. It doesn't really matter as much. It does work better to the middle, to the left if you've got the tight end over there, because what you really want to do is you want to get the player that's supposed to cover the middle to go to the tight end first. That's the premise of why this works so well. And it's really on those plays where they're stuck on an island where that player's a 3 rec. He's got to cover that first threat. The first threat's going to be the B coming across. He knows that. Throw this ball to that player, and you can get that same result. Now, let me show you a formation in which we already showed you that I want to make sure that you can see how to get creative with this and why it does it. Like, so the formation we've already looked at is the trips Y ISO, right? So we're going to look at the 4 verticals in that play as well, right? And I'm going to do the same thing. I'll pick the Buck Slant Show 2. So with this formation, guys, what you want to see is that the B is already out wide. We need to motion him in to get him flexed. That's why we have the ability to make this play work this way. Then we're just going to block our running back, put the A on the slant. And then on the X receiver, you can keep him on that route. But I do feel that if you put him on a fade, it's going to be a little bit better for you. And that's how the other play was designed. And I'm just going to get this defense in, you know, the baseline press type deal. And I'm going to show you here that against your cloud flats, it's going to work the same exact way. You're going to see that the Y is going to come across here, throw that ball to that player, and get yourself a real successful play. Now, the one defense that's going to make it a little bit easier on them is the seam flats, but it still can be basically completed because you're going to have inside leverage on them. So let me show you here with the seam flats. I'm going to leave it here because the seam flats is supposed to basically cover the seam up the field, but they're really looking at the ability to go to the flats and then adjust to the seam. And that's basically how you're going to see how this guy is going to get to the inside right here. And that's the seam flat. And you're going to have the same success on that situation. So that's why I wanted to kind of bring this as a one-off video. Just it's a concept based. People come at you with any type of over blitzing at a cover 3, especially when it's coming with 2 players from the same side. Use that to your strength and be able to kind of hit them where it hurts. And I just want to make sure you understand where the soft spot is and how to attack it.